are we doing? What are we doing? Mercedes, what are we doing? People, what are we doing? That's what I want to know. First, I want to play this clip. Y'all remember that? I remember that. Was Lewis Hamilton wrong when he said that? I'm going to say two things can be true. I'm going to say, no, he wasn't wrong for saying it. But yes, it was wrong when he said it. Now, I know a lot of people are like, oh, he's talking about the people back at the factory. Well, what about the people back at the factory now? Because the people back at the factory were part of creating this new variation of the W13, correct? And as of right now, I know it could be said, well, it's not really a mistake. They just got to figure out how to make it work. Well, shit, I guess that's a mistake because you didn't figure out how to really make it work. It's not working right now. And I know too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. And they got all this downforce, but they don't know how to harness it. And they got power in there. They can't extract it. That all can be true. All of that can be true. And I'm not condemning Mercedes for it. New developments happen. Learning curves occur. And sometimes people forget that this happens to everyone, right? But Mercedes has been at the top. 8 constructor championships, a 7-time world driving champion in Lewis Hamilton, not to mention extensively, elaborately, and damn most excellent GOAT and all-time line in Formula One history as far as drivers is concerned. You don't become 7-time world championship by just all the time being in the car. It takes a combination of things for this to occur. So all you haters, shut the fuck up. You're a hater. When it gets dark, there are 2 things that like to come out, rats and roaches. Rats and roaches are coming out. All right, I'm not even going to classify you as vultures, because if I classified you as vultures, I'd be saying that Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes are near death. And that, in fact, is not true. It is not true. But you are a rat and you are a roach. And so many, to the point of Nico, to Helmut, to Christian, to you all viewers that hate on Lewis Hamilton for bullshit reasons. Bullshit reasons. Like, oh, it was the car. He sucks. He's not a great driver. He's a crybaby. Bullshit. So I guess for a lot of years now, Max Verstappen has been a suck-ass driver. I guess for a lot of years now, Vettel's been a suck-ass driver. I guess Schumacher, before he started winning, suck-ass driver. Quit acting like, no, you're not acting, because you probably don't know. You probably don't know that it's multiple layers of things that need to occur for teams and drivers to be successful. But when these things occur, the driver needs the ability, the talent, the execution, the damn intuition to take that thing, take helm, take control, and bring it home for the finish. And Lewis Hamilton has done that 7 times over, really 8 times over, because that was some fuckery bullshit that happened at Abu Dhabi. And you all know it. I ask you this question, and I don't want to hear shit about, oh, if it was a tie and it ended, Max would have got it on wins. I don't want to hear shit about when they was going into the race. When they were going into Abu Dhabi, was it not 0-0 basically? Were they not tied in points? Yes, they were. This race was the deciding factor on who ultimately was going to be the world champion, period. Period. Miss me with all the other bullshit, period. So I ask you this next question. If Massey doesn't manipulate and fuck the race up, because it's already proven, it's a fact. It's not debatable. It's not debatable. You act like it's debatable. It's a fact that Massey screwed up. It's a fact that the rules were not applied like they should have. It's a fact that you haven't read the regulations. And yes, Massey can choose things, but Massey cannot choose to manipulate and rearrange and deconstruct the way a policy is going to be put out. A procedure needs to be carried out. All cars that the leader has lapped must unlap themselves. The safety car must do a final lap. You cannot manipulate all these things to work in somebody's favor, which they did. You should not be taking orders from team principals, which you did. You should not be taking back calls from Jonathan Wheatley, which he did. It's a fact that happened. What also is a fact is Max was getting his ass beat in that race. Max was getting his ass beat, crash strapping. Max Verstappen was getting his ass beat in that race, and you know it. And you know you were all sitting at home with your damn crying pillows and your tissue, and you're sulking because Max was getting his ass gapped by 10 to 14 seconds. If it was not for the massive stimulus, does Max win that race? Yes or no? That's all I need to know. Yes or no? The answer is no. In this race, nothing else, because in this race, they were tied up. With that being said, enough of it being said, let's get to more current things that are happening right now. Mercedes is not doing well. Well, I guess in the grand scheme of things, they're not really doing too bad. They're just not doing as great as we're accustomed to seeing them do. As great as we're accustomed to them doing, and you haters hating on them. Right now, they're running, where are they right now? Third? What are they right now? Third? Let me do a fact check, because I know y'all want to get in the comment section, talk a bunch of shit. You're gonna do that anyway. And I'm gonna get to this next point I'm finna get to about Mercedes, because this is multiple. This is on Mercedes, this is on hating, this is on respect on Lewis Hamilton's name as well. Right now, they are 4th with Russell and 7th with Hamilton. Last time I checked, there are 20 cars on the grid. So right now they're above mid-tier. They're in the top 10, both drivers. Keep that in mind. Both drivers are in the top 10. Mercedes is in the top 10. In the constructors bout, they are 3rd. They are 3rd. There are 10 constructors. They're in the top 5. So where does all this shit coming from that Mercedes is ass? And what's funny is y'all saying the car ass, but yet they're in the top 10 and top 5 in constructors, but they ass. Stop it. Stop it. The hate is just too much of bullshit. Check yourself. Be for real. Do you want to compare numbers? I'm just being objective right now. Do you want to compare numbers? How many world championships does Max have? 1? He got 1. And it got a big ass asterisk on it. How many world championships does Hamilton have? The lucky number 7? Debatably could have been 8, but lucky number 7 as we speak in factual, statistical on paper. You really want to do that? You really want to do that? Stop with all the bullshit that Max is go with 1 world championship. Motherfucker ain't even got enough stats and records to even compare to Lewis Hamilton. Check yourself. Next, Mercedes. This is Mercedes right now. It's a Kershaw. I like it. Good enough blade. Not the most expensive blade, but it's a good one. Woo, features. Limitless, slim down side pods. It's looking good. Nice coating. Keep it on there from rust. The blade is sharp as hell. I mean, the blade is sharp. I mean, come on now. Blade is sharp. Like, listen. The blade sharp. It's sharp, right? But let's not fool ourselves. Mercedes has brung a package along with team organization, execution, and plans and strategies. You brought a knife to a fucking gunfight. Mercedes, you brought a knife to a gunfight. That's what you did, 1911. No other way to have it instead of that 45 ACP. You got a 1911, it's not 45 ACP, it's not a real 1911. But that's what you did, Mercedes. You bought a knife to a gunfight. That doesn't work, especially when I see you coming. You got to get your shit together. You got to get your shit together, Mercedes. I'm not playing. What is Lewis supposed to do with this, Toto? Even on a smaller scale of things, Mercedes has a reputation of screwing up pit stop strategies season after season. At times where Lewis Hamilton and Bottas even ignore your call for them to box because they feel they know better than you. And most times it's been proven that they do. Your pit stop crew gotta get better. Red Bull is known for 1.92 second flat pit stops. You not known for that. We're glad and happy to see a 2.8, anything sub 3. Pit stops got to get better. You better get that fucking team out there and get it up. The strategy got to get better. Imola, GP, why in the fuck did you have Lewis Hamilton out there any longer than he needed to be when you obviously had the information that Ricciardo was doing better on slicks than he was on wets, and he had the bigger balls along with McLaren to pull him in and put him on slicks before everybody else? You clearly saw that he was improving in Delta in time, and you didn't bring Lewis in when you should have. I mean, what the fuck is somebody gonna say? Now, right now, I'm talking to Mercedes people. What would some of you say? That they were gonna risk his position? Does it matter if he's not in points? I don't believe Lewis was in points at the point in time they could have pitted him. He definitely didn't finish in points because I believe that race he finished 14th. So really, did it matter? Of course, you don't disturb Russell. Russell was running top 5 at that point in time, especially due to some circumstances that lent it in his favor. Don't disturb that, of course. I can understand that. But with Lewis, you should have went ahead and took the same gamble McLaren did. You fucked that up. You screwed it up. You sat on your ass and you did nothing. And it's happened more than once. More than once. Saudi, what the hell was that? Did you not know that there was a car in the pit lane entry to let Lewis know that he would be coming up on said situation and to box anyway? To box anyway. Lewis, there's a car obstructing the pit lane entry. There is no do not enter the pit indication anywhere. We can enter. Just be cautious when you come in. Get as close as you can. Ride that line. Come into the pit. Let's box you and get you back out. Those are instructions that should have took place so that when Lewis came up on that situation, he wasn't trying to decide, oh shit, are they going to penalize me? Are they going to take an opportunity like they've taken before and try to drop me back, give me a 5-second penalty, 10-second penalty? He didn't want to take that chance. You don't allow him to get in that situation when you know it already exists. You pre-prompt him so that when he gets to it, he can make the right choice, which is the right to follow the instruction of box. You didn't do that. So what you had was a clusterfuck of him coming up, not thinking pit lane entry is clear. There's a possibility it might be closed due to the obstruction. He goes past and then you try to box him again, and now it's too late. You screwed that up. You screwed it up. God damn it, Mercedes. What are you doing? And let's get to the engineering. The side pods, slim down, innovative, great. Looks good and outstanding. Looks very like, ooh, what is that? But on the track, you ain't got it locked in right. The engineers, what the fuck's going on? You need to get on your shit. You need to get on your shit, and you need to get on your shit fast, Toto. So I'm starting to wonder. At this point in time, I'm starting to wonder, right? I believe this is round 5, right? We're coming up round 5. Miami going to be a big race. A lot of people, tickets sold out. A lot of updates happening. Ferrari bringing more updates, upgrades, which I will go over when I get the official list. I'll go over all that, and we'll go over the upgrades that teams have made, just like we did the previous week. Also, we'll be live here for the qualifying kickback and finale lap post the race. And somebody is getting close to getting a box. Another viewer is almost on their way to getting a box. I got like 3 viewers that are close to their points to get another box. We're trying to see which one's going to be first. But what are y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do? Are y'all going to go back? Are y'all going to go back to the side pods we saw in Barcelona? Are you going to stick to the plan? If you're going to stick to the plan, there needs to be some shit in place at this point in time, because right now I'm starting to wonder. And I'm not jumping ship. I rode with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when they won the Super Bowl. Warren Sapp, Dunn, and all them boys, all the men. They won that. I've been sticking with them since Warren Dunn was drafted there. I don't jump ship. I ride the shit out. But I'm going to speak some truth. It's a lot of y'all jumping ship. A lot of y'all jumping off this boat. Because y'all ain't real with the shit. But I'm just saying, has Mercedes made a decision that they have not informed Lewis Hamilton about? Has Mercedes decided that it is not in our best interest to do what needs to be done to get Lewis the 8th world title, as it was stolen from him last year? Because that's what it was. It was stolen from him last year. At this point in time, the situation that is occurring with Mercedes not being up to par, not delivering a car, not delivering strategies, not delivering everything needed so both of their drivers can be highly competitive for podium wins on a consistent basis, is unacceptable on any team standards, and we know it. It's just that so many other teams have done far worse, and to them, it's excitement to get 10 just to get in a point. But have they made the decision that it is not of our best interest to get the 8th title for Lewis, as we got our 8th constructors title? You got yours, Mercedes. Lewis was stolen, and that we are more focused on our future beyond Lewis. That is more important to us. 2023 is more important to us than 2022 and getting Lewis his 8th world title. Let's focus on 2023. Another season going with Lewis. We know Lewis is probably not. I don't think Lewis is going to be here 5 years from now. I don't. I think not only in this situation causing the eclipse of last season to come right back around, because if you're in a situation you're like, yo, I'm going to come back and bust shit up, and you're not getting what you need to bust it up, it makes you think about the shit that was stolen from you and you didn't get it. And a lot of you all miss the fact that there is something that was stolen from Lewis that he cannot ever probably get back. And that has 5th consecutive wins, I believe. I believe I'm right. Check the facts. But I believe if Lewis won Abu Dhabi, that was going to be 5 consecutive world titles, which also would have been a record. If not tied for a record, it would have been a record. He can never get that back. You have to do that consecutively. You can't have a gap in that. So he can't ever get that back. So shame on you, Massey. Shame on you, FIA. Shame on you, Formula One. Shame on you, stewards. Because you fucked that up royally. And I'm not too sure it wasn't intentional, the way that shit went down. Just saying. And anybody that would dare say, you know, get over it or whatever, I'm over it. I'm just speaking the facts. And it just disturbs me when I see somebody with lack of integrity as I served my country with such. Have you all that talk a lot of shit in the comment section ever been in a situation where integrity is upholding might mean more than just being kind to somebody? Have you? What the fuck have you done anyway? Like, for real. Some of you that talk so much shit on behalf of Max, y'all probably ain't even raced not one bit of time. You probably ain't even built shit. You probably never put a car build together. You probably done nothing even close to in the sport besides run your damn mouth or run your quarter keyboard fingertips. I'm just speaking to integrity. If somebody can look and say, you know what, if I won that way and I was in Max's position, not if I was Max, because I wouldn't want to be Max. If I was in that same position that Max acquired a world championship due to some very funny and bullshit circumstances, I, for one, would have got on the podium and said, this is not the way I wanted to win this title. I didn't run my best race. I didn't. I got it, I passed Lewis to get it, but not under the regular circumstances. This is not the way I would have wanted. This is not the way I wanted it. That's just integrity. That's just character. But when you try to float around like you really want some shit, like full out, stop capping, bro. Stop capping. You capping. And y'all capping for him. But yeah, this situation probably has left Lewis, like, probably sucked him back into like, damn, I got screwed. And this season, it's just compounding with the shit that's going to say, when you're great, Lewis has been through this, but when you're great, that's what people do when you fall or you trip. People are looking for you not to be as great because it makes them feel more regular. That's what y'all feeling like y'all got the opportunity to take a shot at this man to make yourself feel more regular or make your driver feel like they're more accomplished, and they're not. They're not. If Lewis was not as great, you all would not be talking as much shit as you talk about him. That's a fact. That's a fact. So, multiple things. Haters, shut your mouth. Really, really take some integrity and objectivity and look at the situation. Mercedes, you need to get on your damn grind. For real. For real. Russell, big shout out to you. You coming in doing well. I know you came from a non-competitive team and you felt you was going to be able to be extra competitive this season. The car is not quite there. The strategies are not quite there yet for some reason, but maintain composure and you will be. Hamilton, stick in there. You're the best driver in Formula One history as it stands, bro. You've handled as much criticism and hate and racism and even death threats for somebody who was supposed to be employed to make sure that you were safe in said event of an incident, wishing you'd be in a situation that might cost you your life. I don't believe there are a lot of drivers going through that on the grid. Just saying, while y'all out there talking shit. Just saying. But hold your composure. And Mercedes as a team, Toto, Lewis, Russell, come together, let information flow, and take the guts and balls, put them on the table and make some decisions that maybe you did not want to make because you feel like you didn't want to go back. But sometimes taking a step backward means multiple steps forward. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes sticking to your guns might take you the whole way. And definitely bringing a knife to a gunfight, sure way for a loss, as we've seen. So hit the comment sections. Let me know what you think. Shit talking is warranted. Happens. There's no racism. Don't be in there all crazy with it. But definitely talk your shit. Rep your driver. Rep your team. We're going to be here live. I'm turning up for the Miami GP. Believe that. We're going to have some other conversations in regards to that. I appreciate everybody that supports the channel, subscribes, likes, and even those who dislike and put hate in the comment section. I can take it all. I really do appreciate it. Regardless how it comes, you got to have a mixture to have a good, like, growing environment. Everybody can't agree. I don't agree with everybody agreeing, all right? We got to have some debate. We need that. But I'm going to check you on your bullshit just like you want to check me on mine. With that being said, just build it. Peace. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.